Hello and welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heaven We're Thinking. Today I want to challenge you on 1 John chapter 3 verses 21 through 24. Dear friends, if our hearts do not condemn us, we have confidence before God and receive from Him anything we ask because we keep His commands and do what pleases Him. And this is His command, to believe in the name of His Son Jesus Christ and to love one another as He commanded us. The one who keeps God's commands lives in Him and He in them. And this is how we know that He lives in us. We know it by the Spirit He gave us. So this week we are building on what we talked about the previous weeks here in 1 John chapter 3. We're seeing what is the difference between a Christ follower and someone who is not a Christ follower. We've seen that the difference is the light of Jesus shining through us, the love of Jesus living in us, and then reflecting as we love other people. Not just those we like, but everyone around us. Everyone in life, we have to be able to show that love of God that He demonstrated for us through Jesus Christ. And so we see here, if our hearts do not condemn us, we have confidence before God, receive from Him anything we ask. And then the second part of the verse is, because we keep His commands and do what pleases Him. This week, that's what we're focusing on here. We need to make sure that as we ask the Lord for things, as we seek His help in our lives, as we seek His guidance, we need to make sure that we are actually living according to His Word, doing what pleases Him by obeying His commands. It's what separates us as Christians from the outside world, that we live differently. We live according to God's standards, according to His commands and His ways. That comes as we learn more about Him through His Word and learn what He wants us to do, what pleases Him, and then we have to actually do that. And then we get a little bit more specific here in the next verses where it says His command is to believe in His Son, Jesus Christ, and to love one another as He commanded us. So we have to believe in Jesus. He has to be the center of our life, the foundation of our daily lives. And then as we believe in Jesus, we have to reflect that and live by that by loving other people. Again, this really just encapsulates everything that we've been talking about for several weeks here. We have to show our love for God, show our obedience to His commands by loving other people. That's ultimately the difference between a Christian and a non-Christian here in 1 John. We have to love other people. It's how we reflect God's love, and it's how we shine in a dark world. So that's my challenge to you this week. Love other people, fulfill God's commands, live according to His Word, as this section says. That's what's going to please God if we are believing in Jesus and loving others. As always, join us next time for another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heaven We're Thinking.